some of our Potbelly pigs, and I'm here to just have some facts about pigs and answer any questions you guys may have about them. So right here with us we have Gordy, Charlotte, and then napping in the corner is Lila. And pigs here on the farm are my favorite animal. They are definitely one of the smartest and the most, I would say, the ones with the biggest personalities. And pigs actually are considered to be one of the top 3 smartest animals. They fall right up there with dolphins and chimpanzees. And one of the things that we'll touch on, because our pig spider over here is already showing this, is pigs are very vocal animals. So pigs use up to 60 different vocalizations to not only talk to us, but talk to each other. And so he might be saying, you guys interrupted my nap and now I have to go sleep outside. They will use those vocalizations to say I'm hungry, to greet another animal, to say you're in my way. But they vocalize to each other all the time. And another interesting thing is mothers, when they have newborn piglets, have a special tone and a special grumble that they will use to communicate with their piglets. So that way, when they're out with a bigger group, they can make that noise and the piglets will know that that's mom. Another interesting thing about pigs is I hear a lot of people say that they do not shed. And what you might notice here is she has some patches of missing hair. Pigs don't shed, they blow their coat. So what that means is this hair is all just going to start to kind of fall out in clumps, and you'll walk by and you'll see these pieces just come out, and that is a sign that warmer weather is coming, and all of this thicker winter hair is going to come out, and it will be replaced with a very fine layer of hair, which she is already starting to get some, and they will have this shorter winter coat. And with Charlotte here, she is a white pig. So since she has mostly white pigmentation and then she has some of these black spots back here, she can actually get sunburnt. So a lot of times early summer, we have to sunscreen these guys because they've spent a good portion of their winter inside, just like we have. And so they don't have necessarily the same tolerance to the sun that they may have had in August. So we will put sunscreen on them, and also one of the cool things about pigs is they make their own sunscreen. So one of the big things that you think about when you think about pigs is mud, and that serves a purpose for them because they will coat themselves in the mud in the summer, which helps prevent sun rays from beaming down on their skin because they've got a layer of mud. And the other purpose that serves is pigs don't have sweat glands. The only area that they can sweat is the very, very tip of their nose. Your nose is actually kind of sweaty. And so they will go out into mud and they'll coat themselves in it so that they can cool themselves down. So we build them mud wallows that they end up actually expanding themselves. So that's one of the interesting things about pigs. Their noses, where they can sweat, are extremely, extremely strong, not only in the way that they smell, because these guys can sniff out truffles, but they can also sniff out explosives. They've used pigs to sniff out mines. But their noses are strong enough that they can lift fencing, they can root right under rocks. So a lot of times our yard will be pretty roughed up because these guys will dig and dig and dig to find whatever it is that they want. They may be munching on grass, roots, they may find some good bugs that they want to eat. So their noses are extremely strong to be able to do that. And rooting for them also releases endorphins, so it's a fun, enjoyable activity for them that releases stress. Another important thing about pigs, they have tusks. So males grow tusks, and the females will have little tiny tusks that sit kind of on the edge of their mouth. But our males will get these longer. They may get up to about 1 inch to 2 inches, and we trim ours when they start to poke out of their mouth. But the males will get these very, very impressive tusks. And everybody has left me because they're going to bed. So, do we have any questions yet?
No questions, but some common questions that we have. How long do do pigs, what's their average lifespan?
So a lifespan for a pig is pretty similar to that of a dog. Most of the time we'll see these guys get up to 13, 14, 15. Obviously the healthier they are, the longer a lifespan. They are not built very well, so Spider's standing up, you can kind of see him over there, but pigs will have very short legs in comparison to a longer, bigger body. And so with that, a lot of times they'll develop some joint issues. So it's important to keep pigs healthy. It's important to keep them at a lighter weight so that they don't get a lot of that wear and tear on their joints. But as long as they're healthy and all is well, their lifespan can be anywhere up to 15 years.
What do you have to do like annually to keep these pigs healthy?
Every year we do hoof trims, tusk trims, vaccines, and deworming with our pig. So some of our pigs are trained to be able to roll over so that I can actually trim their hooves myself. Some of them will let me tile their hooves down, but sometimes we do have some where the vet has to come out and he has to help restrain them. We do their tusks. The males will get their teeth done and trimmed down. And during this time, we'll also have their teeth checked to make sure that everything is good and in order. And they also need their vaccines. So pigs need their rabies vaccine, and they also have some other core vaccines that are important for Ohio in our area. And then deworming. So we also do a fecal, and we check for worms, and we worm them accordingly. So all in all, really not that much maintenance care. Biggest thing is teeth, hooves, and making sure that they get those vaccines and deworming. So.
And what do these guys eat? What's a good diet for them?
So actually we've been very lucky because since pigs have become kind of a more common companion animal, they have grains formulated for potbellies on the market. So we here use Missouri, and that is Missouri mini pig, and they have different age ranges for that. So there's active adult, there's youth, and there's senior pigs. So most of our pigs are pretty active adults, so they eat an active adult diet. And that grain contains the protein, vitamins, minerals, and all the things that they need to maintain a good weight, a good coat. So they actually eat about a cup of that twice a day. In addition to that, they may go out and graze in their yard. And we also are very lucky to be donated produce donations, and we get some different bread and snack donations. So those things are thrown out into the yard to add enrichment, because going back to they enjoy digging, they enjoy looking for things. Throwing some Cheerios out, throwing some apple slices out into a yard, they will spend hours looking for every morsel of food. So those are kind of the feeding routine that we use here.
How do they get along with other animals like dogs, cats?
So pigs, being extremely intelligent, have opinions, and they definitely have opinions about who they want to be with, and that honestly depends individually on the pig. The biggest thing, we get a lot of people that are interested in dogs and pigs and how those guys will interact. Dogs being natural predators and pigs being more prey animals, it is not always the best combination. And you honestly should really never trust a dog and a pig together just because they have different ways of communicating with each other. So what a pig may use to say, get out of my space and give me some room, would be nipping at or biting at a dog, whereas for a dog, they may use a growl or just walking away to say, leave me alone. Those two things may not interact, and a fight may ensue because of that. So we always say dogs and pigs, never leave them alone together, never leave them unsupervised. With that being said, it's the dog, it's the pig, they're all individuals. Dogs and pigs and cats actually tend to get along really, really well, and that is because they have pretty similar personalities. So we have two barn cats here that all kind of more regularly see hanging out with the pigs. And pigs, again, within their own species, don't always get along. So we do have some pigs here that like to be loners. The guy that was in here with us originally, Gordy, he stays over here with two older female pigs because he really only does well with female pigs. And then we have other pigs over here that I would consider social butterflies that will get along with any pig you put them with. So honestly, you just have to meet the pig and get to know them to really know how they're going to get along with everybody.
And if somebody were interested in potentially adopting one of these pigs, what steps would they take?
You would go online to our website, which is happytrailsfarm.org, and we have a section on our website for adoptions, which lists some of our steps for the adoption process, as well as our adoption application. And we ask that an adoption application be submitted, and that could be submitted to an email that is adopt-foster@happytrailsfarm.org, or they can be mailed in. So once an application is received, and that's processed, so we read through it, we check references, we'll contact you, and the steps will be taken then to get an appointment set up to have you come out and meet the pigs. We'll do a home check, and answer any questions you may have to find that right pig. So if you're looking for a certain personality, that's something we'll discuss, and we'll point you in the right direction towards a pig that may have that personality.
And how about for those that want to help support these pigs but can't necessarily adopt at this time?
One of the ways that you could help out is we do have an Amazon wish list where we have some different supplements and things listed for these guys. One of the important things is selenium. A lot of the areas in Ohio are pretty selenium deficient, and that's very important for pigs to get. So we like to try to supplement those things. So there's a supplement on our Amazon wish list that is a selenium and vitamin E supplement, donations of sunscreen, SWAT, which is a fly repellent that we'll use on their ears. Grain donations always help, and also Potbelly treats. There's actually a brand of Potbelly treats by Missouri, and it's specialized for potbellies. So anything that we can do to provide enrichment, and also help maintain a happy, healthy pig.
Okay, and we're not seeing many questions, but one comment that we're pretty lucky to have the job that we do, getting to give these pigs belly rubs. I think we'd all agree with that.
Yes, that is awesome. It's one of the awesome perks of our job is being able to come in and actually rub and love on these pigs. And some of them, you barely even have to like pet them, and they'll immediately flop over for a belly rub. So it's an amazing perk. Can't complain.
Okay, thank you so much, Kaleigh, for giving us some awesome information today about our potbelly pigs.
Thank you.